Hey there, welcome back to the table. So we're going to continue ISS Vanguard after we've been completely destroyed. And we're ready to land here. Now, I do have a whole bunch of people that didn't do anything. That's fine. I'm sorry. I do need to pick who's going on this mission. It looks like I got two of them selected, but not the other two. Oh, I see what's going on. These two weren't wounded. Okay, these two are in the resting pool from the last mission. And then, of course, we got to pick who's going to go on this particular mission. As you know, we got a whole bunch of level 1s. For the recon, we have to take a level 1. I'm going to... Let's pick who has the best ability. Turning a accident into a Vanguard result is not a bad deal. This one, you can exhaust a die instead of sacrificing. Also not a bad deal. They're both good. I'm going to go ahead and pick Koi Yasin. I don't really care for the salute thing, but I think that'll work. And then, okay, so they're done. So then for the science officers, we have a ton of them. And I don't necessarily need these ones to level up. We got some veterans. Let's stick with the veterans. I think I'm going to go with... Like, this one's rank 3. The 2 eyeballs is good. Oh, did we even look? Yeah, we did. We just know our lander information. We don't know anything else. We don't know what else, what other types of checks there are. This was our thing. So we didn't have enough energy to look at anything else. Okay, so we're a little bit blind on that. So who do we bring is the question. These are our symbols. I mean, this gives us a good... Like this, you're going all in with the eyeballs. It's our only level 3. Already a veteran. This guy's already a veteran, but not yet level 3. The other thing is I need a lot of mineral discoveries, because to repair those landers, we need those. I just need a lot of charges, too. I'm going to take this guy. We're going to go with the level 2 for him. And, oh, I dropped 2 of these. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I already put the one we're taking in their spot. Sorry. Okay. So, done and done. These are just who's not going. So then for security, we are again back to square 1. We do have one that's rank 2. He can ignore the result of an injury die. This one... Spend a charge to choose a crew member assisting you and turn 1 die in their pool to any result. That's pretty good. Spend a charge to turn an accident. Yeah, let's do that one. Also, I like the strength. I mean, he's a security person, so let's make him strong. So we're going to send him along. And then we got our engineers, where we actually are... We lost some engineers, but we got all of our high-ranking ones. Zyma, we know her personal quest is brutal. But spending a charge to not spend supplies is good. Chojae is our rank 3, has the 2 symbols. Otherwise, spend a charge to gain a discovery from a deck with any 3 lead tokens. So this would be like if we got 3 zeros on it, you can still get the discovery. I think that's pretty powerful. When you're looking for discoveries, of course. But it's our only rank 1. So I don't even think I have rank 2 sleeves yet left. Let me check. We got one more. We got 2 rank 1s, a rank 2, and a rank 3. So we have room. to promote. Or do I just go with the veteran? I think I'm going to go with the veteran on this one. I want us to succeed on this mission. We just had a very brutal mission. Alright, and then who was the security one? I picked one, and then it was the guy, this one. Alright, so there's a couple things we got to do. We got to get our decks situated, because not everybody's rank 2 or 3 anymore. These guys weren't used, so they all go to the resting pool for next mission. And we got to get our charges in place and things like that. So I'm going to pause and basically go through the decks, get all that squared away. I'll be right back. Okay, so level 3, I put in some level 3 cards. Level 1, and then level 2, I put in a few cards for the scientist. I restored all the equipment, except we don't know what biomes we're going to be running into. So I didn't bring the suits, because remember, you usually pick which suit, was like those last set of suits, were perfect for, the biomes that we were in. So I instead picked a sensor suit, which is a science-specific suit that lets us gain an extra lead anytime we get a lead. And then for the recon officer, I put the scout craft. Now, the suit that they normally wear is just right there because I don't want to put it back in the pool, but I just covered it up. And then the 2 equipment are going to be the 2 extra supplies and then the zip line. Although we need mineral leads really bad, so I was very tempted to try to bring the mining equipment. I still might. I'm still thinking about it. The security officer, I gave him his little suit that protects him from injury dice. And then for the engineer, I gave the foam. So the engineer can basically ignore the first injury that she experiences. Now, I could have one extra small equipment, and that's what these suits are, right? I can have an extra one. So what is that extra thing going to be? Because I get to bring 5, not just 4. And right now everybody has 1 each. And then, of course, everybody gets a small piece of equipment, 1 each. But because of the lander we chose, we can have a 5th piece of equipment. And so I think I'm going to do that for the engineer. I just don't know what the piece of equipment should be. Their suit is called the hazmat suit, so they can reroll a danger die for exhaustion of a die. It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. I want to be able to bring more equipment, with that symbol, mission equipment. We could do like a stasis suit, but then again, I don't know what the biomes are, and that's my issue. Yeah, that's the largest issue, is I don't know what type of suit they require. And I'm going through, I can bring like a med kit or a construction arm. That'll get me a wrench. Sure, I'll bring a construction arm. I hope wrenches are a thing at this particular planet. As you may or may not recall, it has been several days since I recorded. I also can't make this video very long. It is Halloween here in America, which is a nut house day. And either you have to have the candy, or you need to shut off all your lights and go hide, or you need to go somewhere else. So I got to go somewhere else. And I can't be here recording. They will be ringing my doorbell left and right pretty soon. And there would be nothing accomplished. Between the dog barking and the doorbell ringing, and then me having to pause, I would never get anything done. And that, of course, is going to take up the entire night. My kids are old enough now that it doesn't really, it's not really a thing for us. I'm totally okay with that. Halloween is one of my least favorite holidays. So don't really miss it very much. The other thing to point out is that because he's level 1, 2 dice had to be set aside. And because she's level 1, 2 dice had to be set aside. So both of them did. Unfortunate part is that the green basic is, of course, her ability. and then his red basic is his ability. I just didn't know what symbol to take off. So, like, which one do I get rid of instead? I have no idea. Okay, so the lander's loaded. The away team's ready. We went with these extra upgrades. Plus, on the utility side, we went with +1 discovery and +1 supply. So that means we're going to be going in with 7 supplies. We only need 2 successes to be able to land. And just a quick reminder, this is the one I was really considering, but I decided I would rather have the extra discovery. As far as landers go, I still have 2 damaged landers. I only had the basic to choose from, or the dragonfly, and the dragonfly is just as good as the basic. It's actually better than the basic in every way except for armor. So every single way, it's as good or better. So dragonfly is just a superior thing to the Space Ranger. But these 2 are currently still damaged, and I need a mineral discovery for this one, mineral and an alien tech for this one. So we definitely need to go get some minerals and aliens. This is our first mission since we met these weird aliens that came in to protect the core of our ship. The only comment I'll make is that the last battle where I lost half my crew really did take the wind out of my sails, and I'm not super excited about playing this game anymore. I'm still going to continue because I did enjoy playing it. I just feel like I'm back to square one, and I don't enjoy that part of it. Like, it would be okay for me to like keep building to something bigger, but now I feel like I'm just building what I've already built. And my largest regret, of course, is not taking my veterans, because whoever went on the mission, they survived. And I would have taken my best veterans. The game did tell me to do that. I didn't listen to it. Next time, I guess I should. Somebody did suggest to me, you know what, you should, or what was the word that they said? You should, just retcon it. You know what, I do see that, because it's not like, but I'm okay. We're just going to move forward. And then some of you are extremely puzzled. I posted a shoulder dance video. I just want you to understand, this is the Jeff channel, and I'm not just doing board games on my channel. I have other groups of people that I'm making laugh and I upload videos for. And if the video makes no sense to you, it's not for you. It was for another group of people. I'm getting a little bit of hostility from people. They're like, why are you doing this? Look, I'm not One Stop Co-op Shop. I'm Jeff. You see the difference in the channel names? That's all I have to say to that. You guys have been great. I am always happy to have you join at the table, but sometimes it's not the table. And I got a video of my son skydiving out there too. That has nothing to do with board games. I cooked a brisket and made a video and uploaded it. I have my motorcycle videos on this channel. There's, my life is more than just a one trick pony. So, anyways, I don't care if people dislike the video or whatever it is that they did, but you guys are like acting all shocked and surprised that I uploaded something that was very funny for me and the group of people it was meant for. So, that's all. It's not meant to be anything else. So, thank you. All right, I did realize we had 1 energy. It's sitting here. We had an energy left over, so I am going to spend it. I'm not going to hold on to it. And we're going to do 1 more. So let's see. Okay, arm, compass, and eyeball. All right, that would change things. And then here's our biomes. This is very helpful, actually. So what I could have done is I can take the... remember we had the chick that had the 2 eyeballs? We probably should have brought her instead of him. I'll leave it be. I'll just leave it be. I want him to promote, is why I'm saying this. The arm strength and the compass. We were wise to pick this guy with the arm strength, but we put the red dye away, that gives us the arm strength. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away the shield then. We'll put that in its place. Let's see. Compass. We have compass on our engineer, which is excellent. We don't have compass over here, but we did keep the compass die. I think we're good. Now, the biomes is the next interesting thing. Like, I may not want to take this construction arm, and instead, let's see if we got to find a suit that supports those biomes. What do we got? Looks like the nature, the sun over the hills, and the water drops. I think we have suits that suit these, pun intended. I just don't think they're very good. Like, okay, right here. This one is nature and the sun. All three of them. Roll one injury die less in sectors. Sure, I'll take that instead of the construction arm. No problem. Now, what do I want to do with the other folks? Do I want them to wear this suit? I'm actually okay. We'll keep going. So one of them has the stasis suit. The others do not. Okay, that's it. And then maybe we can unlock the last thing, or we'll figure it out. That last thing costs 2 energy, which we definitely don't have. Alright, so we need to... Oh, we need to start the landing, so we got to do the log. So the log on this says it's 875. Is your current objective 006 through 11? I don't think it is. We are... .005. So the answer is no.
Listen up, away team. The captain is still fighting for his life, so it's up to me to stress how important your mission is. Vanguard barely got us to the system in one piece. During the irrigator attack, most of our water and oxygen reserves were destroyed. We have significant hull damage, and only 7% of solar panels are operational. We won't be able to continue our mission anytime soon without the help of the inhabitants of this planet. And so far, obtaining this help proves tricky. Our xenolinguists did an admirable job, cracking the basics of their language in just a couple of weeks. Thanks to their efforts, the ship's AI will be your translator for this mission. Always glad to assist. We've already made several contacts, each with a different representative of their species. Yet we still don't know who their leaders are or who we should talk to in order to obtain help or to form any sort of deal. We've only learned this planet is one of their protected temple worlds, and we secured a permit for one small ship to land. Section leaders chose you for this task. I hope they chose well. Approaching the upper atmosphere. Landing ETA T-10. Oh, and one more thing. Most of our landers were damaged in the fighting. The one you're flying now still requires extensive repairs. Please, treat it gently. The two suns of this system cause heavy turbulence and gale force winds in the upper atmosphere. Stay safe.
Okay. So anytime... Does your lander have at least 3 comm and 4 agility? We had more than that before we added on the bonuses, so the answer is yes. Alright, so we landed successfully, and then we go to page 2425, which I was doing while they were chatting.
We're through! I see the surface now!
Landing ETA T-3. Alright. Your landing zone was selected by our hosts. It is a strip of land in front of the collection of structures that we believe is the central city of this planet.
I see the LZ. It's empty. There's no one waiting for us.
Yes. We hoped there would be some sort of a welcoming committee or at least an ambassador you could talk to. It seems that's not the way they do things around here.
Great. So what should we do? Abort?
Of course not. You need to make the most of your time on the planet and learn anything that can help us understand this race, even if it takes more than one ground mission. There are 3 areas down there that seem to be of most interest. We have their holy city, of course, though it seems abandoned. We also detect a very faint builder's steel signal from a trench at the bottom of a nearby sea. Finally, our xenologists would love you to study the natural habitat of this world. We suspect the Idemians will be watching your moves closely. Do not forget, you are the ambassadors of our entire species. And keep your guard up. The fact that this is a friendly, inhabited planet means you should be able to explore it in relative peace. However, it's still an alien habitat, and it may hold unknown dangers.
Okay, so I picked up on the fact that it said you may have to come back several times, which is great. If I'm in the middle of rebuilding, which is what I'm currently doing, it is nice to revisit a planet multiple times. The fact that you only need a 3 comm and 4 agility to land is also good, because it might mean we could get away with using the base Space Ranger, which gives us more discoveries, and then maybe I can use that in turn to get better equipment down on the ground for the next time. The other thing that made me laugh is the steel thing came up again. And, you know, it was Steely Dan and for one guy, and it's steel with this girl. And then somebody just posted some Wikipedia thing that this is actually pronounced Steely and not steel, even though the thing I found pronounced it as steel. The world may never know. It's like how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Center of a Tootsie Pop? The world just may never know. It's is it steely? Is it steel? I don't know. This is the biggest life challenge that this game has brought to me, other than its price, is how do you pronounce that damn word? All right. So we landed. We're good. Our lander is fully repaired, by the way. We did fully repair it. The other ones, like I said, are still damaged. I would like to get the Felschlag repaired as soon as possible, because that lander is just as good as this one. The key difference being that it's heavy on armor instead of comm and agility, so it's just meant for a different style planet. But anyways, let's get going. So we need to find cards, mission M120, 121, 122, and reveal them. I found them. All right, so here we go. So, the cradle. Have at least 3 discoveries or unique discoveries on your lander board. We for sure want to do this, by the way, because I need discoveries. I don't need any more living living specimens, but we need a crap ton of alien tech and minerals. So this is a really good one for a first mission. Fully explore the sector with the whatever you call that symbol. I'm looking real quick at where that sector would be. We're landing. Looks like we're landing here in this sector 1, which is this little narrow spot. And so there's nothing actually going on in our sector, and then we move to various places. But the sector with the V is actually sector 4, which is all the way over here on the bottom left corner. I'm going to say no to that one. That sounds like something we'd want to do next time we land. Fully explore the Idemian Holy City, which is sectors 5 and 6. That's possible. We can actually do that pretty easily. They're not very far away. I don't know what Sector 6 has in store, or how many times you got to explore Sector 5 to, to pull this off. Sector 5 is one of those places that when you go there, you can't leave until you accomplish the mission, and then, of course, you need 2 compasses to finish it, or you need to spend 4 dice. This is actually a decent one, too. They're all decent. I think, without a doubt, this one is probably for a later time. So it's really, I'm choosing between these 2. 3 discoveries, or Sector 5 and 6. I don't know where the unique discoveries are located, so that might be hard. But getting 3 discoveries is not hard at all. And I think you guys understand that. Now, the question is like, where can you go to actually get leads? That's a good question. I mean, maybe it's harder because there's just not a lot of places that give you leads. But we're gunning for this. But I didn't bring my mining equipment, which would have helped. So I'm going to say let's fully explore the Holy City as our first objective. We're going to do that, and I'll put these other two back, and then we'll do these when we come back the next time. Because it looks like we're going to have to do this several times. And I'm totally cool with that. So I'm going to just put them into the card box, but flip them sideways so they're easier to see. So we're going to, let's see, choose to fully explore the Holy Cabal, locate the sunken steel signal, or gather discoveries. We're going to do the top one.
Good call. Well, very different from our Earth's capital cities. This collection of structure has clear significance. Besides, focusing on it will show our hosts we are genuinely interested in their culture and art. Remember, be on the lookout for anything that could help us understand these creatures or communicate with them better.
Okay, good. I have these three ready. 12, 13, and 16. Didn't look at them, put them down. For the global conditions, it looks like we got to do G15. (14, 13, and 13 again. Alright, so it's saying that G15 is the bottom, and then one of the G13s is on top of that, then G14, and then another G13 on top. Like so. So that says for 2 dice we can refresh. Excuse me, and whenever you rest, draw an additional section card and refresh one more, which is pretty cool. So it's Twilight. And for travel, it is a danger die, A, or exhaust a die. And of course, it's 3 charges before. And that's just telling us to put the mission down, which I just did. Is mission card M123 revealed? No. Oh my goodness.
Not alone anymore. The story of First Contact. Book excerpt. As soon as the lander door opened, our sun visors jumped into their darkest setting, turning us blind for a moment. 2 suns were both up in the sky, searing this strange land with waves of heat. We scattered around the landing zone, performing usual checks, the Idemian city looming in the distance like a pile of randomly placed blocks. After a moment, a lone figure appeared on the horizon, flickering in the superheated air. One Idemian was coming towards us, something blindingly bright in its hands. Once the creature was close enough, we noticed it held a large golden platter with small piles of burning matter that smoked heavily, and a central large pile of white powder. The masked face of the creature reflected our own surprised faces. The creature bowed its head and extended the golden platter toward us. The creature looked up at us expectantly, as if we should know what to do.
Oh, Jesus. He held a large golden platter with small piles of burning matter that smoked heavily, and a central large pile of white powder. He had surprise features. He bowed his head, extended the platter towards us. So, do we have a taste of the powder? Refuse the plate. Take the platter and give the creature something else in return. Sprinkle the powder on top of your heads or extinguish. Oh, gosh. This is completely blind. The only clue I have here is that the masked face of the creature reflected our own surprised faces. So he was surprised just like we were. So that tells me that whatever he was burning in the powder was not meant for us. But then he went to give it to us. Well, I don't think the taste of the powder matters. Sprinkling it on our head. My only thing I can take from this is he offered it to us, so I will take it. This is gonna be... I'm gonna regret this.
Even though we didn't see its face, we could tell from the slumping posture of the creature that it was disappointed. It stayed motionless for a while, and then began to talk, our AI jumping in to translate.
Why couldn't the AI just talk to him before we decided what to do?
The Idemian said it was a keeper of time and guardian of pilgrims, and that it would stay here to make sure we leave once our time is up. We tried to ask it about its leaders, or who we could talk to. For all our questions, it had only one reply. You and I speak different languages, though your machine makes us sound the same. Talk to me once we understand your truth better, and you understand our truth. Since it refused to say anything more, we had to concentrate on our primary task instead.
Alright, so we got an optional mission, M123. Learn enough about your Idemian host by exploring their planet. Return to Sector 1 to check if you fulfilled the objective. Alright, fair enough. And I'm just realizing I never put this away. This is from the last mission. Alright, so we got that in place. Open the ship book and begin planetary exploration. Alright. We got to prepare the planet board. That's done. We got our lead tokens ready to go. We need to get our rank up cards going. I need to shuffle the event deck. I am just realizing that that hasn't been done. So doing that now. Okay, the rank up cards. I'm going to just go down the middle. Oh, no, I need to shuffle first. I will cut it in half, and then we'll draw these two. Alright. So what do we got going here? We have... Anytime during planetary exploration, flip this card when a threat card is discarded. At the end of planetary exploration, flip this card if all crew members have one or fewer injury cards. At the end. Okay, so this is interesting. So we have to just not get injured for this one. The threat one, I mean, they basically told us that this is a friendly planet, so I don't know if we're going to necessarily have threats on this planet. But something always tells me that it's never what we think it is. I mean, one or fewer injuries is doable. I mean, looking at the... I mean, we do have to sometimes roll a danger die. I'm going to do the threat one. I don't know. I mean, this city's abandoned, so I'm wondering if it's abandoned because there's a threat there. That's where my mind is. We'll do the threat one. I may have made a mistake. I've made a lot in this game. I can't predict what these guys are thinking some of the times. So I don't follow it as well as other people claim they can, and that's fine. Okay, so after that we basically start. So let's get this closed. out of the way. I'm going to get this Irrigator Warswarm card out of here. And how are we doing on time before the crazies arrive? It's 4:40 p.m. I think the crazies are going to start arriving in about an hour. So, all right. That means we got to get going ourselves in less than an hour. Okay. Off we go. So we landed in the lander zone, which is right here. The leaf is a predominant biome on a lot of these, just like it told us. I don't know what this symbol is. Like it looks like a star in a bowl. Is that a biome? We are going to find out. Let me see if I can find it. That is not a biome. So what the heck is it? Right, I'm going to pause real quick while I try to find it. Okay, the symbol is nowhere to be found. This one right here. It is not in the appendix. It even has a thing that says planet board symbols, and it's not listed as one of the symbols. And yet it's on almost every sector. So whatever it is, I'm assuming that there's going to be some in-game mechanic that's going to get revealed. But it's definitely not a something that we know what it is now. And I'm looking here under global conditions, like maybe that symbol will show up. And I don't see it on any of these either. So, yeah, yay for us. Okay, Recon's going to go first. We will drop the zip line, like we always do. Oh, hold on, we got to go to log 370. So let's do that real quick. Still going to drop the zip line. I don't care what log 370 says. Is our objective 006 through 011? Nope.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt. Not alone anymore. The story of first contact.
Alright, I see. This is like, we go back here after we've discovered things about them. That's fine. Okay, so the zip line gets dropped, and now we get to move somewhere. So this thing over here requires 2 compass. Of course, I've already spent 1 action, so the person who can do it is the recon officer. The problem is we have to go a whole round of turns before they can go again. Who else has the ability to do... Well, Recon's going to go ahead and go there anyways, because they can always do an assist. So we'll do that. Next up is the science officer. So I have the ability to drop some supplies. We don't necessarily need the supplies yet, so I think I'm okay there. Does the science officer need to also go to the same place? The answer is not always. The one thing to bear in mind is if we move to this location here, for example, there is there's no ability to move back. So that's a problem. Okay, so dog barking subsided. It's only going to continue to get worse. There's a chance to get some leads over here. Not necessarily the stuff that we're looking for, but they're because they're not minerals or alien tech, but we could get leads if we go that way. The problem I see though is this pathway is what takes us to one of our mission objectives, which is not the mission objective we chose. So I'm going to leave all this alone for this pass through. I am leaning towards, like, I don't necessarily think all four of us need to go to this one location, because our mission objective is to go here and just make sure these two are fully explored. Maybe it's dumb of me not to go. Like, I'm thinking I want to go either here, which then leads to here, which leads to here, or we could just go straight down to here, which is a log. We have no idea what that is. And then there's this survey the area one, which says roll any number of available section dice and required injury dice and go to log 516. So we're going to be rolling dice and we have no idea what's going to happen. That's a really bizarre place to go. I don't like that at all. I'm supposed to just roll dice blindly and not know what's in store for me. So yeah, I want to send the science officer somewhere where I can get discoveries. I'm going to head... Oh, we forgot to do the event card. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so there's no biome at all in the location, so all time tracks go by 1. There we go. Alright, I'm going to travel, this way. We'll go here and we'll do log 545.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
A rare occasion presented itself as we journeyed farther into the plains. On a hill overlooking a dried riverbed, we noticed one of the Idemian spaceships, seemingly abandoned and wide open, its console blinking with a faint light. Animals seemed to avoid it, and the owner was clearly not afraid of thieves or looters. The temptation was hard to resist. We knew even a cursory study of the ship could give us valuable knowledge about Idemian technology.
Oh, of course we're entering the ship. pt23. The Pilgrim Starship. So we can study the ship, which is right up the scientist alley there. And right there, 3 alien tech leads. That's what we want. And then we get a unique discovery too. This is excellent. This is excellent. So we did one action to get here. Is the Idemian Pilgrim, Furious Pilgrim, located in this or a connected sector? No. Oh my gosh, there is definitely a threat. I don't even know what the heck that is, but it sounds very threatening. Okay, so we're going to try to do yellow, which I need 4 successes. And to get yellow to progress, I need computer monitor and eyeballs. And of course, that's where the person would have been really nice. But I do have a computer monitor and an eyeball right there. Oh, I forgot to draw my deck of cards. So this particular character gets 3. So here's our 3. We will get to do a reroll, and we can reroll green. So I will set those down. Remember, we need 4 successes. I can get 1 through the bioanalyzer. And so that's definitely a possibility. And it says when another crew member travels... Yeah, that's not going to help. So what I can do is I can add a wild child, is where my mind is. And then a recon officer. I forgot to draw cards for her. She only gets 2. I think I definitely need to add a wild child. I need 4 successes. This is only going to give me 2 at most. So we will add wild child. The ability, he does not have the eyeball ability, so we can't get eyeball or computer monitor through him directly. So we're going to go ahead and roll these 3. Oh, this was perfect, perfect, and not perfect. But this one has a 50% chance of being perfect. Actually, more than 50%. So yeah, we want to re-roll a green die, which is what this one does. So we will do that. A basic is not going to do the job, so now we're going to re-roll any die. Come on. There we go. And we got it. So I'm going to use the bioanalyzer to get the 4th success. And I'll flip this over. So 1, 2, 3, and then that's 4. So we're done. And we're going to get 3 alien tech leads. Now, with this sensor suit, whenever you gain a lead during a dice check, gain 1 additional lead of the same type. So we're going to take 4 alien tech leads. That's where this is really coming in handy. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so he's going to get +1 charge. These go back in the bag, and these 2 get discarded, and we gain an alien tech lead, or discovery right away, which is awesome. And we got a strange gizmo. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So I will actually put that over here. Okay, so that's just the first piece. Then the arrow comes down, we gain a success token. And then we gain unique discovery 16. And we're replaced with card P000, which, as you all know by now, is just a nothing burger. We're going to get unique discovery 16, which is the Idemian capacitor. When unloaded, place 1 energy in energy pool. Oh, that's excellent. And go to log 593. Nothing happens. Alright, this turns over, draw an event. None of those match, so all progress goes up by 1. Done. Next up is the security leader. I gotta draw his cards. And we got some basic cards here. So security leader is going to go... We're going to go and try to do this. We're going to try to get the two compass. So security leader can reroll a blue, or can only reroll red if he has an injury, which he does not. So I'm going to do the compass for him, and then we're going to grab a compass from the recon. So recon's going to support with his own compass. So here we go. Recon got his, and he did not. However, he has the ability to spend a charge to change an accident into a Vanguard result. So we're going to do that, and so we got ourselves 2 compasses. Unless I had a reroll, which I don't. So that works. So we successfully get to refresh 1 die, so he'll refresh his compass die back into his hand. And then it goes down, so we're going to gain another success token. Done. And go to log 344. And that replace card with P270 is not in the same sector, so I don't think we do that. Let's go to log 344.
Vanguard, we're past the entry mosaics. We marked our way so that the next time getting here will be easier. Are you sure this place was supposed to be a city? We found some structures, but all of them are empty. Wait, there! It's some sort of a workshop. I see someone working inside. Maybe we could talk to them?
Okay, 271. Different number. And it is the Mask Maker's Workshop. The lone artisan is the first living being we've seen in this city. So we can try to communicate with him, and for 3 eyeballs we would gain 2 alien tech leads. Boy, oh man, it would have been nice to have that character that had the 2 eyeballs. Obviously, I don't necessarily need to get the alien tech leads. All we need is just log 612. However, it's still very good, and we are at the end of our turn, and it might actually be a reason why everybody needs to go there instead of me splitting up. So, draw an event. There is no biome, so everything's going to progress by 1. And that brings us to discard this condition. So I'm just going to set it off to the side here. And now we got a new condition. Whenever you exert, you're going to have to roll a danger die, and so forth. So it is the engineer's turn. I was going to try exploring elsewhere, but I actually think I'm realizing these guys need help. So I'm going to come over, and we're going to try to do this check. Now, can I actually get 3 eyeballs? That's the question. The engineer does have an eyeball, but just 1. The recon officer also has an eyeball. That's 2. And then we could do possibly a wild child to get 3. Now, the engineer's cards, they are a rank 3, so we get to draw 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And here, discard 1 additional card to take a chosen small equipment card from the armory. I may want to do that. I thought he had another small equipment he could bring with him. Small equipment being the these things that look like pills. That's a small equipment. So let's see. Yeah, he's got the multi-tool. It's actually sitting right on top. It's a wrench and a computer screen. I definitely want to do that. I don't necessarily think I need to do it right at this minute. But like, what would I discard anyways? I guess maybe this one. This one, place a mission equipment token already in a planet board. Oh, okay, that's in your sector. I mean, this would help me to get more leads going. I don't necessarily need to crank out a bunch of leads, but still. Alien tech leads are worth it. Do I want to go all in? So I will discard both of these to at least get that multi-tool out. So it's at least an option for us. And my answer is yeah, I do want to go all in. So we got this, and then we have this from Recon Officer, and then we're going to have to put out a Wild Child, and he has 1. That's a blue one. So let's do Recon Officer first. Alright, job done. I'm just going to put it back in his exhausted pool so we don't get it mixed up. That's 1. And here we go. So you can see I rolled crap and crap. So I do have the ability to reroll both of them, but that's going to be all my dice. I'm going to go ahead and do it. What's crazy is I don't necessarily need to succeed at this. But let's do it. So I got 1, and then this one never came through. And I have no ability to change that. I'm completely out of dice. So we only got 2 out of the 3 that we were looking for. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So as you can see, we got this one. So we're going to go to log 612. We just don't get the alien tech leads.
First contact archive. Away team report. Excerpt 17B.
We entered a workshop and felt a heavy gaze of countless mirror masks arranged on the walls and hanging from the ceiling. One Idemian artisan was working inside, repairing old and damaged masks. Its moves were fast and precise, yet its work progressed slowly. With several complex tools and workstations scattered around the large room, it had no one to help it, and operated the machines one after the other. We tried to ask about the masks and their significance, but it did not answer, busy with its work. We asked whether we could give it a hand, and it neither accepted nor rejected our offer.
Okay, so we don't have Unique Discovery 13, so we can't give it the mask, which is, to me, the ideal solution. We either leave or we try to help him. I mean, I think the help is going to be a bad idea, but let's try it. So we got to replace it with pt23. So we can try to polish the mask. I feel like I'm watching an episode of, oh, what's it called? It puts the lotion on it. Oh, Hannibal Lecter. We're watching an episode of Hannibal Lecter here. Okay, so for good or bad, we tried to help him. We didn't have the unique discovery that I think was the perfect option for us. So we'll see how this turns out. So now we got this, it needs a wrench or a computer screen, which actually the engineer is perfect for, but the engineer's turn is over. We need a lot of successes. Otherwise, it's a very bad outcome. Okay, so then we draw an event. And like I said, there's no biome here, so it's just everything's progressing by 1. And there we go. Okay, I am going to close the video here. I know I didn't make it very far, but the crazies are starting to come out. My dog will be even crazier. Halloween drives her nuts. And you know, our safest bet is we got to get in our car and go visit some friends or something. So that way we can keep our dog away from the crazy and ourselves away from the crazy. So, yeah, especially right here where I record, I have a clear view to the outside. I don't stand a chance. So anyways, thanks for watching. Happy Halloween, everybody. And we'll see you back at the table maybe tomorrow. Thank you.